Everybody seems to quit this hack. Everybody seems to quit this hack. Everybody seems to quit this hack. But you know what? I'm not gonna be one of them, even though it's been nearly a year since I've uploaded my last video for a Super Mario World thing, production. Some of those words were a little extra tidbits that weren't really needed. It's AxemT, and I don't even know what part it is, but usually I don't anyway. So I really like the first half of this level. That's pretty much why I'm showing it off completely, no fast forward, no cuts. Because, you know what, I really like this first half. I died twice on it, and I died both times to the same spot, and I will point that out because it hasn't came yet, because it's, you know, well, every time I press the R button usually, it's probably not what I was trying to do. Yeah, so as you can see by my demo counter, I'm at level 27. Yeah, that was a poorly executed Final Fantasy reference, because usually at about that level you have an inflated health bar to the max, but then again, I kind of like that. I like how at around level 20 you get 1,000 HP or around that. And then some of the older ones, like, they shot up with the HP really quickly. Like, Final Fantasy IV was really weird with that. This has nothing to do with this hack. So, yeah, this is one of the places where people like to not continue onward like I did. But it's been later on lately for some LPers, and I said it thrice at the beginning of the episode because that's how many it's been in recent times, but at least one of them had a good excuse for it, and that's because its hard drive is kind of on fire currently. I'm not really sure. I wish you the best. I asked him how he was still on one time, and he said, well, I don't know the English word, but something about ice. Yeah, I don't know how that would work out, buddy. Water doesn't work with electronics too well. This is not Pokemon, where it's opposite day. We got booze coming out of cannons. That is something that will never appear in Jump. What are you talking about? It was in the trailer. That's why I said that, because I'm being all sarcastic filled. Oh, the midpoint is a honeycomb. How cute. And I didn't even get the whole midpoint sound because I edited it in my recording software's editor, which is even slower than Movie Maker, if you can imagine that. And there's a bush upside down. I never noticed that while playing. You know why? Yeah, this level took me 3 hours. Apparently that's how long it took a person that I was just referencing to also. And yeah, that does not include the 4 hours at least I spent on it a year ago, which, I mean, you know, it's been that long. You can't really run across them, which is unfortunate because it's moving, I guess. Sometimes that doesn't spawn because there's too much on screen, but you can get it back by going on the platform to the left and scrolling the screen, and sometimes it just doesn't like to work out, but really the only times I get anywhere is when I'm rushing, and I don't know how that magic even happened. That was wonderful, and I'm pretty glad I did that, because if I had to wait there, I had a higher chance of dying, even though I had a power-up. And yeah, the boss is a pretty interesting fella. He has homing bullets. Now you're just supposed to assume that somehow the bullets now magically have the power to be stepped upon, which is kind of weird because you have both going on. And that's kind of just how you have to win in some weird, crazy fashion like that. I saw Petey Boo beat this in 3 tries. 3 tries I saw him beat it, and AxemJinx, the guy who made Rise to the Challenge, he beat the whole level, including the first half, in a go. I don't know how long it took him, but I doubt it took him 3 hours. 3 hours, folks. My hands are killing me. That's not even all, because there's a level after, and that's really the level after is really the whole reason. I don't know who's Snelling. Well, I know who Snailington It's a pretty interesting name. But this taster by the name of DTE and some numbers, he did a task of this next level, and yeah, I was like, you know what, it's been a while, let's give it a try, and by try, I mean I'm gonna beat this, and I beat both the levels that I was stuck on. Hooray! This is such a damn arbitrary, like, unreasonable power-up, because, you know, you gotta make it all slow, and it's like, ah. So the premise of this level, I don't know if I fully understand it whilst making the video last time, is that you pretty much collect coins and you go faster, and usually you want to keep it at a magical spot. You don't want to collect too much, but you don't want to collect none at all, and as you can see, I have the magical powers of muscle memory on my side, and I'm just, like, the Tasser, he was at the front of the screen the whole time. I'm pretty close for a non-tool user, and I know, like, I could have brought in a fireball in my box, and just probably ended up with I don't know how that happened, and I probably would have just loaded a save each time, but I don't know. I remember when I was first trying this level, the fireball not working too well, and you'll see how long I have it now. I don't have it, I have it longer than I usually do, because pretty much if you try and get rid of those fish and keep your fireball, you will die here. It is, like the screen slowed down for you, but you really don't have that much time, and I died to that fish more times than I would like to count. I died in this muncher tunnel at least 3 to 4, probably like 5 times to one of the scat tragglers, and there's also some bonus content after the video that you can enjoy, which I didn't include much, but, you know, it was the most interesting of them. And the level is so close to being fun. I just wish it was more. And yeah, it's really too bad, but you know, the up and down are just so like picky, and like you press it, you just tap it, you won't want to go far, and it just kind of happens where you just go into munchers. I didn't even point out every bad section everywhere like I was thinking about, but it just kind of happened, and that's okay. See you guys next time, because this will be delayed.